as I was saying to one of them yesterday when we were meeting, they keep me on my toes because they just the rate that they're growing at and building their professional skills is just nothing less than mind-boggling. And to kind of put them in environments where they have to perform, and then to watch them perform and provide them the necessary support to make sure that they can perform is something that goes beyond anything that I can expect. And I give all glory to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. But needless to say, the bottom line is I also give them a lot of credit because they perform in every situation that we put them in. And I mean, I wouldn't know how else to explain it because One North End wouldn't be what it is today without the young people that are a part of this organization. In fact, all the work we do is dedicated to really mentoring young people from our community, as Aaliyah was saying in the video, as a way to help close the employment gap that our province faces. And one of the things that I'd like to point out when we talk about that employment gap, although it's our African Nova Scotian youth that obviously are impacted by that problem, it's really a provincial problem, and it truly requires all hands on deck to really close that gap. And I think the only way we can involve everybody is to have some of the tougher conversations that most people don't want to have, because otherwise people don't know that there is even an employment gap. So just knowing and understanding that there's an employment gap, and then finding out ways where you can kind of help support that. And that's where the whole notion of the climate challenge for everyone comes in, because for us, we went down the rabbit hole around the green economy because we knew that it was a high demand sector and there were lots of employment opportunities there. But we also knew that climate change in our community wasn't a conversation that was being that wasn't often spoken about. So lo and behold, we wanted to take it on to start to create awareness in our community around the many jobs that are out there in the green economy. And we figured we could do that by creating awareness around climate change. And well, we did that through several cool activities. I believe Sarah spoke about some and Aaliyah spoke about some. And Josh he's a bit new, but needless to say, we're breaking them in very fast. But so we've gotten out into the communities, had these young people driving electric vehicles. That creates conversation and dialogue, which allows us to start to talk about climate change and start to create awareness around the green economy and the many different opportunities that are out there when it comes to green jobs.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rodney. That was amazing. I think there is a question. So, Aaliyah, if you want to introduce yourself and then ask why you like connecting with people so much.
Perfect. I'll give a short introduction because I know I talked a lot in that video, but my name's Aaliyah. Hi, y'all. Can I get a wave from everybody that can hear me right now? How are y'all doing? I am basically a student at Dalhousie University, and I'm studying, wow, there's a lot of you guys. I am studying medical sciences, but I also work with One North End, like I said, with the ANS lab, and also a STEAM ambassador. And one of the questions was, why do I enjoy connecting with people so much? I would say that people give me energy, and I'm going to get you guys to interact again. Like, how many of you really like recess? Can you wave again if you enjoy recess and going out with your friends? So yeah, that's connecting. That's connecting with people. So the energy that you get at recess is the same energy I get with connecting with people from underserved communities. And yeah, that's really what makes me love the work. And also by connecting with people, we introduce them to things that they may have not otherwise been introduced to, like electric vehicles and Teslas and solar panels. You might have seen those things before, where the sun energy gives us energy, and yeah, and electric bikes. So I really like that. It gives me a lot of joy, and the same joy you guys would probably get when you go and play with your friends.
That was an amazing answer. Thank you. Sarah, did you want to introduce yourself and then maybe answer if you find it hard going to university as well as working for the organization?
Yeah, so my name is Sarah. I am also a STEAM ambassador at One North End. I'm in my last year of university. I'm taking psychology, and one of the reasons why I love working at the One North End is because it is a student position. Um, there's always going to be times where the workload is heavy at school, and I can appreciate that I can always come to my supervisors like Rodney and just say like, hey, this week might be a little too busy for me, and they always kind of cater to our workload, and he always makes it important to say that um, it doesn't matter, like school is the most important thing, like above all else, to focus on school and work second. So it always is like good that way. Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. A great work life school work
Exactly.
balance.
Yeah.
Great. Rodney, I would say that this question is for you. One of our grade 3 classes asked how long it took to develop One North End.
So I'm looking at the question. I think, so how large do you expect One North End to be, or how long have we been connected to the Green School? So there's a little bit of both. So how long, I'll answer your question, Emma, is how long it took to create One North End. We were established back in 2018, but prior to registering as a nonprofit organization, we did at least 2 years of community engagement in our own backyard, and that's in the north end of Halifax, where the whole name comes from. So our work has grown out from the north end of Halifax, but it did start in our own backyard, and it started due to the gentrification that was happening in real time in our own community, and we wanted to attach our youth to that conversation to give them an understanding and, most importantly, a sense of belonging within the community. We grew a reputation on how we engage the community in a genuine and sincere way. And from there, we started to really build out the organization across the city. So that goes into the other question on how large do we expect to be? Well, I take all my guidance from the higher power, and I mean, one of the things that I try to manage is not growing too fast. Meaning, when I was young, they would say, "Don't bite off more than what you can chew." So we probably all heard that saying before. So I mean, uh, depending on the circumstances, we would love to take this work across the province and maybe at some point even across the country, because I think there's so many underserved and underrepresented communities that we really need to start to implement a lot of the programs that we're implementing in our own backyard in other places. So what I will say is our climate challenge for everyone allows us to go across the entire province. So it's not isolated to the city, and we will be accepting, okay, we will be accepting from all over the provinces. So nominations that come in, we'll take them all. So we want to involve everyone that way.
That's awesome. Rodney, again, perhaps, how long have you been connected with Green Schools?
Well, a part of the work we do is about empowering local communities. And I'm going to put our website actually in the chat so you guys have it, because I think one of the things that's so important is when you do click on the website there, the first thing you'll see is empowering local communities. And that's what it's about for us. So what I realize is initially I had a huge Rolodex, so a huge network of resources. And that's why we literally mobilized into a nonprofit organization. It had to be about more than me. And that's where the whole notion of One North End came in, because we wanted a platform that we could first continue the work that we were doing around, really connecting our young people to the conversation of gentrification and how it impacted them. But then the work that we started to take on with the province around closing that employment gap. And we seen the correlation between both. And what I wanted to do was start to connect our network of resources to community. So really, be that bridge. And the Green School was one of those individuals within our network. So we would connected with them, I'd say close to maybe a year ago, or maybe 6-7 months, where we would have connected with Ruvi Magara initially, because we are a part of the Clean Energy and Equity Network. And we had a summit, and Ruvi was the keynote speaker, and she absolutely blew me away. I knew Ruvi before then, but that was when we realized that she was working with the Green Schools in Thankwell, and we seen that there was going to be some really cool things that we could do together. And this is only this is only the start of some of the things that we will do with the Green Schools for sure.
It's only the beginning.
It's only the beginning.
Love it. Josh, we have a question for you. What skills are you learning working with One North End that you feel will help you as you go down your career path? I love that question.
Thanks, Emma.
And
yeah, so I'll just give a
I
quick
will just say goodbye to one of our grade 3 classes is heading out. Thank you for coming.
Goodbye, class.
Sorry to interrupt you, Josh.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'll just start by a quick introduction. So I'm Joshua, and I'm in my first year at Dalhousie in their medical sciences program. And so I just started working with One North End at the start of this calendar year in January. So essentially, some of the work that I do with One North End is research on their employment lab, where we send out a weekly MailChimp that has networking opportunities for African Nova Scotian youth, and scholarship opportunities, employment opportunities that are really designated, that are really tailored to them. And so some of the skills I've gained from this is definitely research, in the sense that you have a lot of assignments in school where you have to research and like gather data. And so to be able to use these skills and develop these skills with One North End has helped me excel in my schooling as well in that aspect. And then also probably the biggest thing is networking. Like Rodney was mentioning, how he knew One North End had a network of people in the community to grow. I myself like to network, like Aaliyah said, with anything. And so to grow as a person in my professional career, the networking has been great. I've gotten to meet a lot of cool people, and a lot of people in like really powerful positions, and just really just learn a lot.
Great. Thank you so much, Josh. I think that is all we have for today. I would like to say thank you to all of our One North End team members for being with me and doing our video, but also coming today and speaking with us. Rodney, if you'd like to just say some last final words, the floor is yours.
Thank you guys for creating the platform. We really appreciate the platform. We love to connect with our young people, and to be able to go directly into the classrooms using technology, like Sarah was saying, and Aaliyah too. One of the positions we offer are STEAM ambassadors, and we're using technology in real time to connect with young people in different places and spaces, which is nothing less than phenomenal. So thank you guys for creating that platform, and don't hesitate to reach out and connect in any way, shape, or form we're here, and we would be happy to come into your class to speak more if if the desire is there. But we really appreciate this platform and love to connect with the younger people in any way, shape, or form that we can.
Absolutely. Thank you. And thank you, teachers and students, for asking all of your amazing questions and coming today.